Guys, Gummerx here. Yes, it is my giant bear. So today we're going to talk about chapter 944. Boy, was I wrong. I thought this cover art foreshadowed forever ago was going to make us flash to the Reverie. Part 2 of the Wano arc was going to be done after Yasui died, and we were going to get Cobra dying in the Reverie here, and the world government was going to build some more hate, basically prep the future a little bit of One Piece, and go a little bit farther with that direction, sparking all of the people across the world to hate the world government just a little bit more. But nope, we are stuck in Wano, you guys, and I'm happy we are, because we're getting more samurai, we're getting way more of the main characters and the main Straw Hats, building epic fights. We're finally seeing Frankie. We get some more of Captain Kidd, which I'm specifically hyped about, you guys. I absolutely love Captain Kidd. I think I'm gonna make a completely separate video just focused on him here coming up. But we have Big Mom finally getting to the prison, you guys. We have just a jam-packed chapter, you guys, so let's get into it. Right away on the cover page of this one, you guys, we get Boa Hancock, and we haven't seen her in quite some time, you guys. Very happy that we get to see her again. If Luffy doesn't end up with her at the end of the series here, I'm going to be severely disappointed, but ultimately she's dressing up a monkey like Luffy, so yes, this love is still there for her. Jumping right into the chapter here, we go right back to the chaos that was the end of chapter 943, and we have Zoro and Sanji together, you guys, and yes, they haven't been together in years, and I thought there was going to be a little bit more hate going on here. They are poking fun at each other and giving each other names, but essentially here they're in a way too dire of a situation to hash how Zoro really feels about Sanji leaving the crew. But in this moment here, he pushes Otoko to Sanji and he says, let me take care of this. I'm going for Orochi. Yes, of course, Zoro is the one to step up, you guys, because I mean, we look at Zoro right here and we see Sanji right down here. So yes, I'm a Zoro fan over Sanji, but Zoro essentially steps up, and Orochi's trying to kill Otoko, and Zoro's pissed, and he's sick of this, you guys, and he does his two-sword style, sends the 720-pound cannon right at Orochi, and yes, this goes right back to Zoro and all this foreshadowing of him fighting Orochi, and yes, him being able to use these distance attacks. You guys, if you haven't seen my Zoro God of Storm video, I'm going to toss this one up for you right there. It ties in directly Japanese folktales, and it really brings in a perfect foreshadowing as to why Zoro is being seen as this Susanoo God of Storm, and yes, he's going to fight Yamata no Orochi. It fits perfectly in with that Japanese folktale, you guys, so check that one out. But essentially, we have Drake, and we finally get to see Drake get pissed off, transform, and he attacks Sanji, you guys. So we're setting up all these epic fights. We haven't seen Frankie in forever, and we finally get Frankie. And yes, he's got the one demon eye as he basically stands in front, takes a bunch of bullets, and everyone's like, why aren't the bullets working? And then we finally see a strong right from Frankie, you guys. We haven't seen this in forever here. So we're finally getting all the Straw Hats breaking out. It even flashes over to Usopp and Robin and Nami, just giving a little bit of background protection here, just basically helping out this fighting situation. Basil Hawkins is in the background, just playing with his cards, getting ready to fight here. We don't see much from him this chapter, but basically the chaos is ensuing, and Robin's talking about how everyone's going to have to escape separately here, but Zoro's going in, you guys. He's chasing after Orochi, and Orochi is basically being taken out of this chaotic situation. People are wondering and shouting, kind of giving a little bit of foreshadowing. Why isn't Orochi getting out of here faster? Why did he only come here with so little guards? And yes, he came here in this rush situation. Maybe it's foreshadowing that Zoro is actually going to get to take out Orochi right now. I do think Orochi is going to get away, you guys. We do have Kiyoshiro finally stepping in, you guys. And yes, he has chosen his side. I personally would love if he actually was working against Orochi and this just wasn't his best time to take over. For some reason, it seems pretty odd. But ultimately, it kind of does seem like Kiyoshiro did take on Orochi's side, and he calls himself the guard dog of the Shogun, you guys. So yes, Kiyoshiro is this badass swordsman. Yes, he fights Zoro directly, which I'm super excited to see a lot more of this fight, you guys. But basically, this chaos has ensued in the Resetsu district. Tonoyasu is dead, Otoko is protected, and Zoro will be fighting Orochi later, you guys. He's not just going to challenge Orochi, essentially, have Kiyoshiro block it, and not come back later to finish off Orochi. This fight is set up, and I'm super excited for it. But ultimately, guys, here, I want to once again reiterate that all of this is being broadcast throughout the land of Wano, you guys. Yes, Luffy's watching it from the prison, which we're about to flash to here, but I have to put in this critical point that, yes, the Straw Hats are helping start this revolution. Yasui just died. Everyone's seeing that people are standing up directly against Shogun Orochi, and the Straw Hats are kicking ass on live television throughout Wano, you guys. I do think the revolution has started. People are terrified of Kaido, who is just sitting at Onigashima right now and not really making a move, but this is the spark of the revolution, you guys. It is about to get crazy across the land of Wano. Everyone's about to stand up, all of the civilians. The people of Abisu Town are especially fired up, you guys. But as next we jump right over back to the Udon Prison, you guys, and we have Luffy, and he's still in this ring, and yes, he's watching. They're sitting there with Queen. Queen's not taking anything seriously here. They're just watching the situation, and Straw Hat's like, yeah, go team, go my teammates, you guys, we're doing great. Like, oh yeah, Frankie, you're killing it. I love that strong right. Yes, we all missed the strong right, you guys. But essentially, someone shows up and is like, you guys, Queen, we captured 2 people. You're going to want to see them. We got criminals and they're back here. And yes, we see that it is Kamazu the Killer. He was sent to Udon Prison because he didn't finish his mission. And yes, Kid is with him here. And this is when we get this very odd situation here where we actually find out that Kamazu the Killer is actually Killer. So yes, Kid is all distraught here, and it's kind of confusing of how he escaped, you guys. He still has the Sea Prism cuffs on, so I'm wondering if he actually is able to get out, and he's just kind of playing this situation for a tiny bit, but that doesn't seem like it is the case. So kind of curious. I thought before that Killer maybe got Kid out of prison, but it doesn't look like that is the case, because it looks like Killer has actually been one of the subjects of this Smile Devil Fruit, and he has got these side effects, you guys. Yes, he's laughing uncontrollably, can't help it. He's just this crazy dude who can't stop laughing. He's not even able to essentially respond to Kid when Kid is asking him, where's the rest of our crew? Which also kind of leads into Apu didn't actually get Kid out of Udon Prison. So did he escape on his own? I'm kind of confused with what's going on here, where that key actually ended up being here. A little bit confused about this whole situation, but essentially we find out that yes, Killer was Kamazu. And I never got on board with this, you guys, because when we looked back at the pictures, we saw that Killer had these just massive forearms. He kind of had like Frankie forearms going on, and then we saw Kamazu the Killer, who just had these skinny forearms. So it didn't seem like they were the same character. Essentially, Oda just wanted to draw Kamazu the Killer more as a samurai, I guess, just a little more sleek. Didn't have those big forearms that Killer once had, apparently. But yes, they are the same character. So that's how that goes, you guys. Kamazu the Killer is Killer, and yes, Kid did not know about it, but he essentially got captured again because he was trying to protect Kamazu the Killer, or Killer, once he found him here, and he thought that I would still have an ally. He's realizing that might not be the case anymore, and Kamazu the Killer, or Killer, is essentially hidden and gone, you guys. He is no longer an ally to Kid. It'll be really interesting here. I think that all of this setup and Kid spending some time with Luffy before and now coming back to the prison means that, yes, they will have this alliance. Yes, Kid now has an even further reason to hate the Beast Pirates, and I think he'll do anything to help take down Kaido, you guys. I think that Luffy and Kid are going to team up here right after Big Mom shows up and just destroys this prison, takes out Queen. I don't think Kid and Luffy can do it at this moment. I think Luffy needs a lot more training from Grandpa Hugh before he can step up on that Emperor level, kind of like we're all hoping for, you guys. But essentially, this is all about to just break us, and chaos is about to ensue here. We clearly see that Luffy is not quite on this Emperor level, you guys, and he's not even really on Commander level yet. Yes, he's going to eventually be able to be on Queen's level, King's level, and essentially Kaido's level, you guys. I don't think we're going to go through the end of the One Piece series without this happening, but we see this directly when Queen essentially takes Kamazu and Kid and starts dunking them upside down. They're all chained up, and he says, Luffy, once you get out of this ring, essentially, once you beat me, you are going to be able to free them. But once you're dead, they're dead. So everyone's going to die here today. And everyone's like, oh no, Queen's pissed because he doesn't have the Oshiruku. So yes, Big Mom is arriving at the gate right now, you guys. She's about to break down the door. Everyone thinks she's going to get one-shotted, or she's going to one-shot Queen. I don't think this is the case, but I do think she's going to beat this shit out of Queen. And everyone's kind of worried that Big Mom is just going to be this alliance throughout the Wano arc here. And then when Kaido comes back, essentially, they're going to fight, and it's just basically going to be those two taking each other out. I really, really don't want this to happen, you guys. I want Big Mom to basically come to Udon, take out Queen, and then shortly afterwards, I want her to get her memory back. And that would kind of ensue this whole chaos just a little bit better, build this massive war that Oda's been hyping everyone up for years and years and years, you guys. But essentially, Big Mom has shown up at Udon Prison, and everything is about to break apart. And yes, Luffy is going to be able to run around with Grandpa Hugh, team up with Captain Kidd. They're going to be able to go into the different parts of Udon Prison and gather all of these revolutionaries, all of these people that are willing to take up swords against Shogun Orochi, because everyone hates this asshole, you guys. I can't believe he went public about the smiles all across the land of Wano. and everyone gets to see how evil he is and how much he doesn't care. And it's time for everyone to take out this asshole, this tyrant who is sitting on top of the land of Wano as the position of the Shogun here. I'm super excited. I would say mostly excited about Zoro and Kiyoshiro starting a fight. I hope we get a lot more of that over the next couple chapters, and Oda doesn't quickly just let Shogun escape and then Kiyoshiro peace out, or maybe Zoro wander off with the straw hats and get out of there right away. I do want this fight to just blast into one of the most epic samurai fights that we've been waiting for in this crazy samurai land, you guys. What do you think, though? I'd love to hear from all of you. This was a pretty jam-packed chapter. I'm so happy we got to see Frankie with this demon eye and him sending his strong right out there. If you guys were wondering, I basically took a week off or so, a little bit longer, I think, because my 4th year rotations just started with pharmacy school. It is crazy, you guys. It was a lot more work than I thought, but I think I got it under control. I'm going to jump back onto that pace that I was posting videos at before for you all. Really excited that One Piece is really picking up here. The land of Wano is flying through, and we're starting to get these epic fights that we've been waiting for. Thank you all so much. You guys like the video if you like the video. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the cute little bell next to it, you guys. Thank you so much, and have a great day.